When do you know when you find who you are meant to be? How do you know you're being yourself? Throughout high school, people start to find the person they're becoming. Some take a difficult path, and for others, it's easier. As for me, it wasn't hard. In high school, you are surrounded by people you've never met. You are in an environment that will test your morals and what you think is right from wrong. My parents have raised me to always do what is right, even when no one is around. I'm sure that every parent teaches their child to be like that. I'm not saying I'm perfect because I'm not. No one is. If you know me personally, you'll agree that I don't give in to what people try to make me do. I make decisions that I know will benefit me in the future. I don't give in to peer pressure, which in high school is a hard thing to do. Throughout high school, you start with a group of friends that you've been with since middle school. You seem to fit in with each other perfectly, but as the years go by, you start to find yourself being with a complete different group of friends. Maybe the people you were with before, you weren't being yourself, but also you probably didn't know what kind of person you were becoming. High school parties are the coolest things to go to as a teenager. What person wouldn't want to pass up a good time being around your friends, doing illegal things, and hopefully not getting caught? Sounds like a fun night. The first time I ever got offered to buy drugs was my freshman year. I was a really quiet, shy girl, so when this happened, I was so shocked. I knew people who would smoke, people I hung out with did it. I obviously was hanging around the wrong crowd. I didn't even think of buying or smoking it with that person. I knew that my parents would find out. That same year, I went to hang out with my sister and her friends, and of course there was beer. They offered me a can, but I didn't accept it. I felt so out of place, and I didn't want to be there, and I regretted going with my sister. I still get invited to go to parties with people who think that I'll change. People most likely think I'm boring because I haven't experienced with drugs or alcohol. I know that if I did, I'd be making a bad choice, and I obviously wouldn't be myself. I would just be doing it to impress people around me. I'm not the type of person who will do things because everyone is doing it. I'm very true to what I think is right. I don't go to church, so it's not a religious thing. I just know that I don't want to do something that I'll later regret because I'm with the wrong people. I started to distance myself from people I would hang out with. I needed to find the person I wanted myself to be. I knew that being around drugs wasn't for me. Perhaps I haven't even found the person I am meant to be, but as of now, I know I'm on the right path because I'm not trying to be someone I'm not. Being yourself shouldn't be hard for someone to do. It should be easy because it comes naturally. Sadly, in our society, you are easily judged if you are or aren't yourself. The world makes it hard on us to be who we are when it shouldn't be at all. I always hear people say, you shouldn't care what other people say or think of you, and I really agree with that, but the reality is that people will always care what others say or think of them. Some may deny it, but it's true. If you are happy and being yourself, then what others say shouldn't matter. To be yourself, you have to be happy within yourself, to accept what and who you are. Happiness creates success. You can't be successful if you're being something other than yourself. Don't be afraid to express yourself. If you aren't being yourself, you'll find yourself being frustrated trying to be someone you truly aren't. Some people, even close friends and family, will disapprove of the person you really are. But being yourself is a challenge in itself. You get to find out what you want yourself to be. Be what you were meant to be. There will never be anyone else like you in the future. There has never been anyone like you since the day you were born. For those who are still trying to figure out who you are, it is what you do that defines the person you truly are. Being yourself is more important than being anything else. This I believe.